Ocho, you there? You there, Ocho?
Hey, what's up? I love you, man. How's everything?
Where you been?
Man, I've been right here, man. You know, living life, smoking cigars, eating McDonald's. I live a very simplistic lifestyle.
Okay. And now, where are you? Are you in Browns? Are you in the Browns camp with Hugh?
No, not right now. I had to come home. And take care of some business.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you when you ask about it.
Okay. Are you going back there? Are you going to go back and work with Hugh
I'll be
again?
back. I'm going to catch them at their joint practice in Tampa.
Okay. So a little bit more geographically sound for you down there in Florida.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. My time in Cleveland as well. It was a really great experience. One that was very shocking to me. You know, based on what the coaches have to go through, I had no idea. For me to play the game as long as I did, I had no idea what the coaches had to go through, how time-consuming and how much work it is that they had to do to get us prepared for simple things just like practice and having us, informed on our opponent, just assignments. It was unbelievable.
So and then imagine going through all that, Chad, and then having somebody just pick a handwritten sign out of a snowbank and hold it up after scoring a touchdown. Imagine that, Chad.
Hey, you know what? That puts everything into perspective. But seriously, after that experience for 6 days, I think the coaches, which I'm sure they have their own union,
yes,
they need to get together. They should be making as much as the players make based off of what I had to experience.
I don't even know who you are anymore, Chad.
No,
wow.
I'm just telling you. Listen, I'm just telling you. I had no idea it was like that. Like, that is extremely time-consuming. It has to be straining on wives. It has to be straining on families, kids. Like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Coming in at 6 a.m. staff meeting, and you're not getting up out of there until 2, 3 in the morning sometimes. Sometimes you don't even get to go home. And we're just in training camp. I can just imagine the season. You got a big game coming up.
So who did you coach up there in Cleveland? How's that kid from Baylor looking, Chad?
My bad. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's all right. He's that good.
Yeah, man, he's special. Now I don't want to give too much away because I was brought in to do a job, and I don't want to be on here telling how people look. Just know he's special. Man, and that's as much as I will say. He's special. The energy, the offense looks good. RG3 looks good. Terrell Pryor, wow.
What do you mean?
Hollywood.
Really?
Terrell Pryor looks great. Oh, man.
Really? He's going to be able to high point it? Terrell Pryor's going to be able to high point it, Chad?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. How many wins did the Browns get this year? Let's be honest. Brass tacks it for me. What do you got for me?
I don't know. Let me say, with Hugh at the helm, and knowing what Hugh was able to do, and getting the most out of individuals, getting the most out of players, being a players coach, changing the atmosphere, the dynamic of that team. If I was a betting man, I say 9.
9 wins.
Yeah.
Well, hey man,
easy.
That'd be.
And that's just off of 1-2.
Who's the best receiver in the game today, right now, Chad?
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, you didn't even stutter on that one.
Yeah, I don't have to. There are a lot of great receivers, but people have to understand when it comes to being the best receiver. I understand consistency. I understand putting up a lot of yards. When I think of best receivers, I'm thinking from an offensive coordinator standpoint. Who can I do more with? Put them on the outside, put them on the inside. Who can I leave in a spot like Marvin Harrison and knowing they can get open every time without me as an offensive coordinator having to create ways to make it open? Mm-hmm. Listen to me now. Stay woke. Everybody that's listening.
Okay.
Who can do that for me? Who's special enough to do that? Some of the big receivers aren't as elusive to be able to do that. You have to create ways to make it open. You can take a big receiver out the game extremely easy, with certain coverages. The smaller receivers like the Antonio Browns, the Odell Beckhams, not so much. Even when you do, you put 2 people on them. They're elusive enough to still beat 2 people because in their mind, the first person in front of them really doesn't exist anyway. Bigger receivers that aren't able to move the way they can because of their skill set, not so much.
Chad Johnson joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. Ocho, I've got to take a break. Can you hang on and we come back and I'll have you play commissioner for a day in the NFL?
Dude, I'm retired. I have nowhere to go. I'll be here all day.
All right. Chad Johnson's going to be put on hold. When we come back, I'm going to make him commissioner. I don't have enough juice for the day. For at least the D block of hour 2 of the Rich Eisen Show. That's coming up next with Chad Johnson in a moment. Is Ocho on hold?
He is, but I think he stepped out of the room. He put us on speaker through the break, yeah.
Let's just give it a try. Let's hear what's going on in his world. It's Chad, you there?
Yeah,
Chad?
I'm right here.
Okay.
Oh,
This is a TV-only block, Chad.
Okay.
So it's just in the TV audience.
Play what you said?
You know,
Yeah, you got
do we have Tyler Eifert, what Tyler Eifert said about him?
We do. We were going to say that for radio.
You want to do that?
it
Well,
now?
I mean, we don't have, Chad, we're going through the rundown right now. It's sort of like a rundown meeting for the final block.
Yeah, I know how it goes. I know how it works.
So now, do we have enough time?
Sure, we can do it here.
Hold on a minute. So, Chad, do you want to hear what Tyler Eifert had to say about you a half an hour ago here? But if we do, when the radio audience returns, it'll be less time for you to play commissioner for a day. I'm going to let you figure out what we're doing in the next block. What do you want to do?
It's on whichever one you want to do.
Okay. He's passing the buck back to me. Play Eifert now, Brockman?
I think so, yeah.
Law, what do you think?
I think radio would like to hear it.
Because no, radio did hear it before.
Because radio heard him say it. I think they're now eagerly
So this is what Hugh
waiting.
Jackson had to say about Chad.
Yeah, we'll play Hugh Jackson first.
Here we go. Let's play it for Chad. Oh, it won't work right now. Okay. All right. Okay, that sounds good. Very good. Well, Chad, what are you doing right now?
Here.
Where are you right now? You're in Florida right now?
Yeah, I'm in Miami. I'll be back in meeting with the Bucks out there. The Bucks.
Okay.
Meeting with them out there in Tampa for the joint practice.
Okay. All right, very good.
We going to see you in Ballers at all, Chad?
Yeah.
No, that's a lifestyle I've never portrayed or never even lived. So me actually doing that show would be pointless.
So that means I can't be on Ballers then, right?
Great concept to the show, but there are very few athletes that can actually pull that lifestyle off. Only a few of us make that kind of money to do that shit.
How many push-ups can you do right now, Chad?
Right now, probably 100.
Wow.
Yeah, I have this whole thing where I do 50 throughout the day, so I'm sure in one sitting I should be able to get 100 before burning out.
I did 23 yesterday, a drop of a hat. Radio silence. We're back with Chad in a moment.
That would be a good one for me to come on a show and actually do that 100 in person.
Come do it. Welcome back to the Rich Eisen Show. We had the current Ochocinco, Tyler Eifert, on the show before. Chad, are you there? Chad Johnson?
I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm here.
The Ochocinco, which is what you are. This is what Tyler Eifert had to say when I asked him if he had ever met you. Ochocinco to Ochocinco. Here's what he had to say.
I met him one time. We were on a jetway on the boarding a flight. It was after national championship game, flying back from Florida, and I recognized him and he recognized me, and he said I'm not white and that I'm too smooth to be white.
Okay. How did that sink in, Tyler?
What?
How did that sink in for you?
Good. I think that's a compliment.
Now, Chad, you've seen me run the 40. How can you say that when you've seen me run the 40? Chad?
Well, I've seen you run the 40, but you can tell there's really not much athleticism to you, but you have the will to want to get it done.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to Eifert and a few, let me step out. Sorry.
Go for
the airplane. When it comes to Tyler Eifert, Jason Williams, the point guard, Tom Brady, Frank Sinatra,
yes.
Justin Timberlake. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, these individuals have a certain smoothness about them, a certain knack about the way they carry themselves. Mm-hmm. When you watch Tom Brady drop back, have you ever seen anybody drop back at the quarterback position that smooth?
No.
Like there's just a smoothness to all these individuals that you can't teach. That you just can't teach that, man. So that's where that whole analogy comes from.
Okay. I got it. Chad Johnson here on the Rich Eisen Show. I've got about 4 minutes left. So you are now the commissioner of the National Football League. Would you care to rule on some matters as best you can, Chad. Would you be able to do that for me, please?
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay. Deflategate. Rule on it, Chad. Go ahead. Rule.
You know, Deflategate, with it being the New England Patriots, and we're talking about a ball. We're talking about a ball that to me, as commissioner, feels it doesn't make that much difference in, adding an advantage to Tom Brady's game, because whether the ball is flat, whether he was playing with a beach ball, whether he was playing with a brick, the outcome of the game would have still been the same. So that's something I would have just, rather not have dealt with, It's a waste of time.
Okay, so that's in your outbox. The catch rule. Go for it.
Dez caught it. Dez caught the ball.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not sure who's in charge of making these catch rules. It's about coming down with the ball, and once you establish possession, and 1 step, 2 step, that is considered a catch. Once you establish possession, it is a catch.
And so, how would you rule it if the ball comes out? Then is it a fumble if it comes out after you make two steps? Then, Commissioner Johnson.
Yeah, if the ball is knocked out, after making 2 steps and retaining possession, it is a fumble. If you fall and hit the ground and the ball comes out, the ground cannot cause a fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Ground can't cause a fumble. No.
Okay. So end zone celebrations, Commissioner Johnson.
Everything is a go. Everything is a go.
What do you mean everything?
Everything is a go. This is the biggest game. This is the biggest game in history. This is a game of entertainment. It's a game of entertainment, not about a game of control. The NFL has it mixed up a little bit. They're trying to control and allow entertainment at the same time. Give the people what they want. They're paying $70, $80 a ticket. Allow the individuals to be themselves for once. Even
if you use a Sharpie or a cell phone like Joe Horn, bringing a prop.
That's right. Who are you hurting? You're not hurting nobody.
But what about the kids who see this and suddenly Pop Warner kids, Commissioner Johnson, are doing it?
You know what? They need to be doing as well.
Okay.
We need to not live in a box.
And then final for Commissioner Chad Johnson, what about player discipline? Do you want full total control on player discipline?
Yeah, I want full total control.
Okay.
I want full total. As a matter of fact, just picture me as a commissioner, right?
I'm doing that.
This is the thing. If you do something wrong, you and I, as a commissioner player, have to fight head-to-head MMA style for embarrassing me in NFL Shield.
So really, just it comes to fisticuffs when it comes down to it?
It comes to fisticuffs because if you can't understand the rules that you need to abide by, which you learn coming into as a rookie, that means we need to go toe-to-toe and fist-to-fist so I can knock some sense into you.
And how many more? and I've got 1 minute left. How many snaps can you give me right now, Commissioner Johnson? Snaps.
How many snaps?
Yeah, how many snaps?
What do you mean?
Snaps on a field. How many, if I suit you up, how many snaps can you give me?
Oh, I can go 4 quarters. Rich, I've been playing soccer the past 5 years. I'm in shape.
Fantastic. All right, T.O. says he's 42. Can we get Batman and Robin back together?
No, you know what? My time on the football field is over. Now, if we're talking about playing soccer, maybe La Liga, EPL, now we can talk.
Chad, don't be a stranger, okay? I want you on.
I'm coming, man. I'm coming.
Okay.
I mean, listen, nobody else wants to hire me. Maybe you could be my blessing. What do you want to do?
All right. Let's talk off the air because my break is coming, but I'm going to talk to you off the air. We'll chat soon, okay, Ocho?
All right, boss.
Yeah, take it easy. That's Commissioner Chad Johnson.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.